55. That.
I get it.
Just feeling some. Okay. Okay. Thanks. This is working. Yes. Okay, that is working. Cool. All right. Hope everyone had a good weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty nice out this weekend.
Mm, Um. So Friday we talked about how we were gonna get into um how do we build a site that isn't just green spaces but like responsible um sustainable building. So like what kind of building materials can we use that are long-term sustainability?
Did you not want to talk about the prices
Oh
first?
shit. And that's the other thing is like over the weekend I got a lovely email from Printful that was telling us that we were having material price changes on some of our merch, and this resulted in having to do some price changes on the website. So let me pull that up first. Um, the other thing is that we switched um our subscription on um, um Squarespace as well. So we're no longer on our old um, legacy plan. So we're no longer being charged an extra fee for selling that we were beforehand. So we were able to knock that off as well. Um, but this means that prices had to be changed on the merch, unfortunately, which I'm not happy about because it's like some of that stuff just got put on the website and I'm having to last minute change them. But our hoodie is now $52. Um, the t-shirts are 30. The really ugly one was the water bottle is now $48. Um,
Yeah, that sucks dick.
yeah. The bag got to stay at 30, even with the stupid material prices change. Um, the can cooler is 1850s. Mm, the coasters are 1650. Um, our jerseys are down to 59.50 from the $62. So that was a nice change. Because they didn't have a price change, but they did at least get rid of that fee. Um, our pillows didn't change. Um, and the bucket hat chicken hoodie is 83.50. It's on that recycled hoodie, recycled material hoodie, and that's why it's expensive. And then the basketball jersey is 56.50, and that's because it starts at like 30 something dollars just for the base material. So that is where we're at. Um, I I'm like sitting here going, I wasn't happy about getting that email because it was like, oh shit. But things where we could pass on savings, I was absolutely going to do that because I'm like, I'm not having you guys fucking pay for a fee that we no longer have to have people pay for. Absolutely fucking not. So, um, so there's that. Um,
Buddy, I'm sorry I'm busy right
so
now.
I will just watch those, and anytime that we get, like, unfortunately, out of the water bottles, there's not really a better priced bottle right now on Printful, which is really frustrating. Um, and through Squarespace, we don't have another vendor. So like my only other option is to order in bulk, and through Printful, um, I only get a 9% discount in buying in bulk. So instead of paying nearly $24, we're paying like 21.35 per bottle starting. Um, so it would only bring down the price, and you have to buy 200 bottles up front in order to get that price. Um, so it's like I would have to go with a separate vendor altogether to get our prices for bulk cheaper.
Are you supposed to still be on the stream starting screen, or is that just what
Uh,
I see because I'm
no,
on the
that's
same
because
screen?
I'm being dumb and forgot to switch it. Doop,
Okay.
doop, doop, doop. So yeah, okay. $52 for the hoodie.
So I'm like, you're saying things, but I don't see anything.
No, you could have just Joy, you're being stupid and fix it on the screen.
Well, I
I,
didn't know for sure. I
yeah,
apologize.
I'm, yeah. T-shirt 30, angry water bottle 48, um, 30 for this one too. Um, 30 for the bag. That one didn't get to change. Um, the fee didn't save us any. And The can coolers are 18.50, both of them. And then the toasters are 16.50. Those are down from $17. Um, the recycled baseball jerseys are 59.50. Those are down from 62. Um, the pillows didn't change. Um, and then the hoodies, the bucket hat chicken hoodie was the 83.50, and then um, the basketball jersey for the Raver girl was 56.50. Um, so yeah, I
Excuse
don't
me.
have a better option right now for vendors um, to do better merch options for prices at the moment. Um, because either it's buy in bulk and you have to purchase a large quantity in in upfront. We're talking 200 units per um, merch piece in order to get the better price, or uh, to do print on demand. It's still going to be high price points that aren't any better than what Printful's charging. Uh, So that is where we're at with them. Um, and they don't integrate well with Squarespace, whereas Printful is naturally integrated to Squarespace, which is another frustration. Um, so yeah, okay, that's how for now. To get back to tonight's topic, we were going to talk about building a festival site because that is a long-term goal for us, and we want to preserve as much green space as possible. But we also
Mhm.
need like um, stages and places for people to get food and stuff and sit. And how do you do that without being um, harsh to the environment, right? So obviously you would build back in green spaces, things like um, you know, natural wildlife areas. And
Mhm.
Jojo, if you want to explain that a little bit better, because I'm kind of still a little pissed at this. I'm gonna close this because that makes me angry looking at it. We'll
Well,
just go to the black screen for right now.
well, because for are you talking like as in
Like the wildflowers and stuff like that, and like
oh our native plants versus non-native plants
mhm,
and how providing a an environment for pollinators and especially uh are even though I plot twist for most of my gardener friends and because I don't garden, I love having a wild uh I love seeing those butterfly they're like natural habitats, so to speak. But when you look at the amount of having your native plant life and having smart gardening tools along with that, with your irrigation, with your watering, with everything like that, especially when it comes to like the gray matter watering, with
mhm,
the water collecting and sourcing, like uh not trying to go like full having your own what is that? Mulch system, but
Hmm.
being able to with natural resources, especially with like trying to um especially since like if we were going to build our own thing, we would be able to use more rocks and native water at not native, but native everything. Like when you were talking about this the other day, like my ears perked up because I'm just like, yes, environment. Because like you know more of like the structure and that
Hmm.
stuff, especially with your like solar panels and stuff. I know nothing. Give me plants, and then that's my niche.
Yeah.
So
So,
and
um,
yeah,
and what people don't realize is like if you're not handling, yes, hey Marlon, um, so it's like you want to have your plants, but you also want to make sure that those plants are strategically placed so that they're not too close to where people are going to gather, because you
yep,
don't want to deal with um like accidentally having
raffle
someone
stopped.
get, well, you don't want the bees or anything getting accidentally hurt, but you also
Yeah,
don't want someone getting stung. Um,
yeah, no, a
but
1000%.
what people
And,
don't realize is that food trash can actually be really, really enticing to bees,
mhm,
particularly sweets.
because it smells like sugar.
Um, so you also have to take into
It permeates.
consideration how you do your trash collection. Um,
Mhm, mhm,
and making sure that you have enough um, collection points so that it doesn't build up horrifically.
mhm.
Um,
Yeah, obnoxiously having a trash can like every 10 feet actually does work. Even more so when it's not in like a 10 feet line because some people's goddamn kids don't know how to throw away a fucking thing. Like, ooh,
mhm,
going to Memorial Park after any sort of live event, it's disgusting. You're
yeah,
I get that you're someone's child, but you know better. Moop, matter out of place. Pick up after yourselves.
yeah,
You
yeah.
nasties.
Even Disney does it, and it's
Yes.
making sure that, like, yes, you know this is a trash can, but like making sure that it's not like the most disgusting looking thing on the planet either. Because
Mhm.
to be honest, like some of these trash cans just look so out of place and like ass, and it's
Yeah.
just like they take away from the visual landscape too.
Mhm.
So making sure that they blend into the visual landscape while actually making sure people know, hey, this is trash can, fucking use it. Um,
And like
it,
I do appreciate I'm so sorry to have interrupted.
yeah.
But on like the tangent of recycling versus trash cans, open lids or like
Hmm.
open white spaces for trash cans, you have to have a round hole for recycling.
Hmm.
Like I've I've not been like taking notes, but like like I can think of Japan and Germany specifically of where like they have it down to like the type of paper, the type of bottle, the bottle caps, glass bottles, business paper, like it's
It's
oh, I love that
it's
stuff.
a
But yeah, no, having the two different types of trash cans on recyclings and everything widely marked.
yeah, and
Visuals everywhere.
yeah, you have to make sure people understand what's going on, right? Um, but then it's also what
Oops.
people don't even think about is like the surfaces that you walk on. It's the surfaces that um, are above your head, right?
Yep.
Those are
Yep.
also things that can blend in and service sustainability. So, like, what I wanted to talk to everyone about was this wonderful thing called photovoltaic glass, aka solar glass, and it's just
Joe was freaking out about this on before this thing even
no, I
started. She's
love
like,
these things. Um,
she's
so
on this thing, guys.
um, so solar panels are great, right? But they're ugly as fuck. I don't care what anybody says. Um,
And that's just the hill Joy's gonna die on. Understood.
so what I wanted to show people was photovoltaic glass. And what it looks like is this lovely, it looks like a regular ass glass
Welcome to
pane,
Joy's TED
and
Talk.
yet not. And it has essentially solar panels placed into a glass. And on buildings, Onyx is one of the more well known um, companies for this, but
Okay.
it looks like regular glass on buildings, but it has solar panels integrated into the glass so that it provides energy.
Mhm. Wizards.
Yeah, but depending on how you do it, it can also provide shade into walk
Mhm.
paths or, say, your bus stops or your atriums and stuff like this. So it can provide shade and over like your table areas for your food courts or over cars, while also providing some electricity for charging electric cars or the lights for the parking lot, or keeping the parking lot cool so it doesn't suck ass walking out across the fucking um, the parking lot because it turns into a heat island.
Yes. Many
But
a day have had burnt butt
yeah,
because everything is so overheated and
but
hot.
another thing that they're doing with it is they're turning it into yeah. Um, but another thing that they've started doing is that they've got some of these panels to high enough durability that you can walk on them. So you can turn them into areas underneath places people walk and commune on. And now you have a walkable floor that generates solar power as well. You can't drive on it. Do not get me wrong. You do not drive on this. You don't even put a golf
Well,
cart on it. But you can have people walk across this just fine.
well, yeah, because it's not durable. It's still glass.
For now.
I mean, yeah. No, I get what you're saying, but like I wouldn't have assumed,
Yeah.
that I could drive a car on this. I wouldn't assume that I could do a bunch of stuff with this. But like, yeah, human pressure is fine. That makes sense.
And so this is things that I want people to think about when we're putting a venue together. How can we make this
Yeah.
sustainable in the most realistic sense? And it's not just, oh, we want to make solar energy and everything, because that's not feasible. Okay. One, this is expensive to put it, but
Yes.
the same way that a ramp is expensive to put in when you first install it. But if you first take that into the fact when you're first putting it in, that expense is already taken care of first time through, and you're not having to take it in when you're having to do a remodel. Okay. I will die on that hill too. Okay. Another option that I want people to think about is what's called permeable pavement. And what
Say that times 5 times fast.
permeable pavement allows for water to, it's porous, so it allows water to
Mm.
go through it rather than it sit
Yeah,
on top of it.
that's that
So,
good shit.
and it's not just, oh, paver blocks. This is also,
Mm-mm.
um, it's concrete and asphalt that is done a certain way
Mm-hmm.
to allow for water to go into a basin underneath it and then allow that to slowly go into drainage systems. Okay. Um,
Excuse me.
so this also
I'm not bored, I
reduces
promise.
this also reduces the use of need of major uh, runoff uh, drainage um, ponds, which are major problems because they tend to like be uh, major breeding grounds for like mosquitoes, which are disease
Yes.
carriers, and they have to literally
Yeah.
light those on fire every year to kill off the mosquito eggs.
Yeah. Standing water is bad.
Okay, so that is something that you want to actually kind of reduce. So this helps kind of actually address that issue on top of everything else. But also, these don't need as much salt to maintain during the winter, which means that um, you don't have the salt
Well, less salt
contamination
is
as
better.
much in
Yeah.
your water,
Yep.
your groundwater.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Because the ground can't filtrate that out.
it's not so the way that our current systems work is that your storm water goes into storm drains. Well, your storm
Yep.
drains just go to the fucking streams or river or whatever. They don't have a
Hmm.
filter system.
No.
Okay.
That's why
So that
specific
means that,
sewerways are marked like that. No. Yeah.
right.
No,
So
1,000%.
that salt is just going straight to those streams that, so they get no
Yep.
filtration. Permeable
Nope.
systems can have a filter system put into them.
Yep.
And if you do it right, then you go through this process so that you can clean out your filtration system on them. Okay. Yes, it is
Yeah.
more expensive than regular pavement. Okay. Now, you do not put this stuff on the inclines of your um,
No.
your walkways. And the reason why is that um, it it does not do well with like one pavers, not great for wheelchairs or walkers.
Nope.
Okay, straight up.
No.
But the permeable concrete and asphalt on inclines can be a little touchy about it, and
Hmm.
so you don't want to use it on the inclines. You would use regular concrete. Where you could use
Yeah.
it is on the flat landings. Okay.
Yeah. Well, as you
Um,
said, where most people are congregating and where it's a common space.
right. You also don't really use this on like heavy roadways, but like you can use it in like your parking lots where someone parks their car and then they leave it. And then it's only really moving every once in a while, right? Um, because parking lots actually do not have the same traffic flow as a actual road.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so on actual roads, you would still use traditional pavement. Yes, it is very much a passing material.
See,
Um,
this is why I see people have two monitors. Okay. I'm multitasking because I'm drawing, so I'm making sure I'm listening to you, but then I'm just like also trying to like keep up with chat, but I'm not. Yes.
yeah. So um, these are some of the things that we can do. There's also things like rain chains, which tend to have less clogging issues, but there are um, other things that you give up with those. So like you kind of have to mix and match
Ugh.
rain chains and regular downspouts for water
Yeah.
um, streams
Traditional
off
downspouts.
for um, water control off of buildings. Um, the, there is a place for everything and a reason for them. One of the best things you can do for all of those systems is put gutter guards
Yeah.
um, on your gutters so that you reduce the amount um, of blockage that happens in the actual
Yep.
uh, uh, gutters at the top, right?
Yeah,
Um,
because of all the trees and the whirly birds, leaves, shit that squirrels fucking put in there. I have, because I have so many oak trees in my neighborhood, there's squirrels galore. And I know you know this because your neighborhood also has squirrels galore. Those motherfuckers will put shit wherever the fuck they want. And if your gutters have shit in them and they, especially mine because I'm really bad about cleaning them out. Um, those motherfuckers will dig and dig and dig and dig and dig, and then somehow you have things growing in your gutters every spring because you don't clean out your gutters or have gutter guards as you were saying. But yeah,
yeah.
no, motherfucking
Well, gutter guards,
squirrels.
you still have to clean your gutters. It just reduces the
Yeah, no,
debris
I
that
know.
ends in them. Um,
Yes, no one wants a mud pie hole from the fucking top. Been there, done that.
yeah, you want to get rid of that tree. It will cause problems. Um, but yeah, so those are all things that you take into consideration with the buildings. Um, that I really want to bring into our our concepts for it. But there's
Hmm.
also like I am not a an expert on this. This is just stuff that I stumble upon as I'm like derping around. So like if
Around
anyone
on the internet.
like if anyone ever ends up on like being like actually into this stuff and wants to be like, hey bitches, listen, absolutely
Oh my
for
god,
it.
that'd be so cool.
Um,
I'd love to
because
learn.
yeah, it's like this is stuff that we want to have discussions with. Um,
Oh my god, yes.
and legitimately
Starts by asking
have
questions.
yeah, have conversations about this and how do we do it better. Um, what are our options out there? Because I highly doubt these are our only options. Um, and um, I'm pretty sure there are different ways that we can address some of the issues that we see with this kind of like issues. Um,
Yes.
like tree cover is a big thing, not just because it helps with like soil composition and overall keeping soil erosion from happening, but
Hmm.
it helps with sound control off of
Yeah.
the
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 roads and
stages
busy
and stuff,
neighborhoods. Yes.
um, so that it doesn't just bleed into the surrounding area, right? So having proper tree coverage on our grounds actually helps us with our neighbors. But also, yeah, like the roads, we don't want a bunch of noise from the interstate coming in. Um, because being close to the interstate would be um, helpful in making sure that it would be easy to get to the festival grounds, right? But um, it would suck ass noise wise. Well, if you stuck trees in between festival grounds on that side and the interstate, you could kind of buffer out some of that interstate noise while also providing so much stability for the soil. Um, Another thing that I really like is for our grass areas because I want people to be able to like walk on grass.
Yes.
But like I know a lot of people have like grass allergies. Um,
Yeah.
Clover and wild strawberry.
I fuck with clover so much, dude. I love ground covering like that.
Well, so clover does best when it has something else to go with it, and
Hmm.
wild
Hmm. Hmm.
strawberry is like an amazing pairing for it.
We just
Um,
have to be careful because people are like allergic to strawberries.
are they?
Yeah?
Oh fuck, I didn't know that.
Bro, that's up there with peanut butter and selfish. The stuff that you can't, not that you can't eat peanut butter, but like the stuff that you can't eat. Yeah, that's up there. Strawberries are crazy. I wouldn't say it's nearly as common, but like my mother is allergic to strawberries. Like it's that common, I promise. Silly goose. But yeah, no. I'm not saying we can't have clover with something else, but like we just have to be mindful of people's allergies. Yeah, it is all the food allergies. Yeah. Does that ruin your plans for clover?
Um,
Because I mean, obviously, because we don't know anything about
Clover
agriculture in this
can,
regard.
right.
But
So clover just needs an extra pairing. I would probably maybe
mhm.
look into daisies, maybe.
Oh, that'd be cute too. Yeah, no, something that like, oh God, what hypo? Looking for hypoallergenic friendly ground covering that's also woohoo, that scared me. Uh, um, that what's the word?
Like Bermuda
Um,
grass is absolute ass. Do not get me started on that. Um,
uh,
like I know so many
um,
people who are legitimately allergic to that.
I don't.
Myself included.
The what's hey Marlon, what's the grass that you like? Since you always fucking talk about it. Is it I don't know what it is. That motherfucker talks about grass. Crazy. Cause you can like walk on some grass barefoot, and he'll be like, "Oh, it's blah 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 grass. Oh, this is blah 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 grass." And I just have to look at him, being like, "What are you?"
Someone who obviously touches grass.
It's a zoysia grass. It's spelled with a Z. Would have never clocked that. The more you learn. It's like carpet.
Okay.
It is denser, I will agree. Um, it kind of gives me the impressions of, yeah, because it is like um what's the microgreen that people put in their like windowsills that like cats and hamsters can eat? I can't think of what's called, but it pretty much comes
Plus
up like
blocks
that because it's
weeds.
dent.
Okay, so it may not go well with play nicely with the uh
The clover. No,
clover.
I mean
So
it just depends, because
yeah,
it doesn't have to be. It could be more of like a we have.
I like clover because while it just it handles the heat really well. Um,
Mhm,
and like grout really well. Um,
mhm.
and it has a really really intricate um um
Yeah, but I'm just saying compromise. I'm not saying
yeah
like we're finding the
yeah
solution right now, but like yeah, I'm because it could be that we may have to find different ground covering besides clover.
yeah um
Because
it's
again,
like
if we're it just depends.
yeah it also just handles like people walking over it like no other.
Hmm.
um whereas like I know that some grasses are very sensitive about it.
That's again the nice thing about
Yeah
zoysia is that it's because it's dense.
yeah
But I understand your concerns. I do.
yeah So, yeah, I think it'll require actually talking to someone in landscaping.
Oh my god, yes. Cause like literally my friend's sister works used to work for design down the street from my house.
Hmm.
So like I could really just be like, "Hey yo, Alexis, blah 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 blah. Do you have any knowledge of this?" And she may give me a response within 48 hours.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
um,
Alexis works fucking weird hours. Being a florist.
yeah. But yeah, this was a study done by the USGS um, on the gram the benefits of
Gotta cite your sources.
yeah. So, but yeah, it was
Ugh.
just one of those things of like, okay, I really think it is something that we need to discuss at the beginning because the last
Yeah.
thing I want is us not thinking about it at all and then being like, oh shit, what about this? Um,
No, 1,000%. Okay, realistically, I think you and I are kind of on the same business thought of this of like it's easier to incorporate it sooner in the business plan than later, especially when it comes to like environmental thinking or being ADA compliant or figuring out what sustainable materials you're going to go for, what sources you're going to go for, who can you go for locally so you're not doing like a full carbon footprint. Like sustainability can be thoroughly thought through, and
mm-hmm,
you can't in this current environment that we all live in. Sustainability is as good as you can get, but not everything's going to be perfectly zero waste or
right,
super zero carbon footprint because material still is only made in certain areas of the world. We're all aware of this, but looking into like I'm not saying that we would do this, but getting like those green built homes over like they're reusing tires, they're reusing glass bottles, they're using clay, they're using a bunch of like source-based material that one is durable, sustainable, but also can be manufactured locally without having to
Yeah.
basically go 4 states over to get it. Not every state has this stuff, mind you. Like, I don't think we have any sort of like glass brick kind of thing here in anywhere in Omaha. I know it's like on like Nevada and Arizona because that's where a lot of those eco homes are.
Yeah. Um,
Zero
and
is not
it's
to be mistake.
definitely it's still something worth looking into. I mean, we've got plenty of like brick that gets torn out around here as it is, so it's definitely something worth at least looking into. Also, like
Mm-hmm.
um, glass, I don't think there's enough recycling of it. Um, so I think there's definitely something to be said about finding a way to do glass recycling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, because a lot of our glass gets um I don't know exactly how close it is, but I know that some of our I think like the closest recycling plant we have is like in Kansas or something along those lines of like it's not like we can't recycle glass, but we just don't have the machinery here. I gotta look at that.
yeah,
'Cause I know where the dumpsters are. Not dumpsters, but
the the collection point.
yeah.
So,
I can't spell recycling. That's not new.
um,
Okay, so yeah, there. Oh, like how can I forget about glass ones? I see them everywhere.
there's
Ooh,
see if I can find it. Because I'm blanking on the name, which is not unusual.
no, right? Us not remembering things all the time. Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday design. They turn river waste into products. Um, and so they it's like a bunch of like plastic that they turn into like decor and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We love reuse,
Let me pull them up.
reduce, reuse.
I follow them on just Instagram. That's why it's like just go find them on Instagram. Um, so what they make is stuff like these,
Yeah, that good stuff.
and it would be cool to have some of these at the festival grounds for like places for people to sit.
Mm-hmm.
They've also got like tissue box covers and stuff. But like,
Amazing.
um, yeah, it's a little expensive, but I mean, at the same time, um,
It's not sitting in our ecosystem.
yeah, and it helps to um, support their continued process of them to be able to purchase the necessary um, equipment to continue to expand their recycling systems. So, but they are cleaning up the Bali River to create these. So, so that is something that I also want to kind of support. So,
No, I do as well. It's one of those things of where this is another attribute of how do we sustainably build a event center and while also doing it cost effectively, but also benefiting our environment, and that's environment. This would be supporting local business in a regard.
uh, they're not local. They're just one of the few that I've.
Well, you didn't see it,
Mhm.
but I put local in air quotes, and
Yeah,
like I meant more of like sustainability is what I should have said.
yeah. Sustainable project initiatives
Yes,
in general. Um, because um if it's happening in the world, it is affecting everyone um
correct.
in the long term when it comes to the uh, general I guess way it works. So yeah, so this is one of those things of um just how we want to move in the world, I guess. Um, and um, support our community and um, future of our
Hmm.
planet on top of everything else. So, uh, I didn't know if you had anything else to add because that was kind of all that I had.
No. Also, it sounds like you keep getting further and further away from your microphone.
um, I don't know. It's acting
Oh,
weird.
hey, you're back. Well,
I
as you were
don't.
talking, it sounded like you were just like you were just in your chair and you just kept scooting further
Yeah,
and
no,
further back from your mic.
my microphone has decided that it's just going to kind of slightly drift down and away. And I'm like, you
We got
did.
a drifter. We got a
I'm like, I'm
drifter.
gonna just have to like go through and mess with the bolt.
Uh,
Yeah, pretty much.
falling
Which is
asleep.
kind of like the state that I'm in.
Well, we have to fill another 6 minutes.
Oh, okay. So,
Is that fair? We don't have to talk about this no more. But if we're
okay,
trying to meet our hour quota, we got 6 minutes.
okay. So, what kind of bullshit are we up to for the next like few minutes?
Okay, so this isn't bullshit. It's still on topic.
Okay.
How are we gonna do what we did last time um for Benson's first, since we're gonna do that for the foreseeable future until we.
Okay.
Also, are we gonna get you a phone cooler? What are we doing?
Um, phone cooler.
Like
Yeah.
this is still on topic. We're not
Yeah.
bullshitting technically.
Yeah. I need to order it, so I'll
Okay.
just.
You can, depending on how much it costs, you could potentially use the bank fund, a bank or bank, the
Um,
business money.
uh,
God,
I was actually going to suggest maybe putting that towards the principal account, because we want to make sure there's enough in there for anyone purchasing something since it pulls from there first.
I mean, you understand that more than I do, so
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it later. But
yeah,
yeah, I just hadn't settled on a model yet because I'm not 100% sure which one I want yet because
understood, understood.
I want to make sure we're not wasting money
Oh, a thousand
on a
percent.
gimmick
I,
piece.
dude, I have no fucking idea how any of that worked.
Yeah. Um. So
But time, because Marlon wants to go to Veg Edible, and I told him that I would take him.
yes. Okay.
So that
So
I will be there early. So whenever you
yeah.
want to get there, we can coordinate again. But like, what? Because of you, nothing going to happen like it happened last time, right? Knock on wood. Um, do you want to be there when it's like hotter, or do you want to get there around like? Because what was it, 5 last time that we met up, or 6? I think it was 6. I don't remember. Chocolate. What time did we meet up? I don't remember. Was it 6? I think
Yeah.
it was 6.
Yeah. We met up at 6.
Okay. So, do you want to do that again?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, 62nd Avenue again,
Probably.
or the bodega, so we can get you water out the gate if you're not going to bring a water bottle this time. I'm going to try to remember to bring a water bottle this time because I felt like an idiot for not having one.
Yeah. Definitely bringing a water bottle this next time.
Like, I'm gonna bring like an actual backpack next time because, like, fuck, I don't want
Yeah.
to. I don't want to carry shit. The bag is great to have. That was a great thing to have,
Yeah.
especially because of the books. That was great. But backpack.
Yeah. Um. Like, man, there's my question.
Because we know Mac will be there again, so we'll
Yeah.
be able to see them. But I wonder if the pirates will be there again. That'll be fun.
Potentially. Yeah.
Because we did not go to that corner of
No,
the
we did
market
not.
because we ran out of time. Because I don't have an itinerary. I wonder if the tuba people will be there again.
Interesting idea. Yeah.
Because if anything, um, if we come more prepared this time, we can stay there a little longer, weather permitting, because we left right before that storm,
Yeah. Like, thank God.
right?
That would have really sucked.
Yes, it would have. We did it. We bullshitted. What are you looking at?
The coolers.
Okay. Because, like, you said you're looking at something, but then my brain didn't process fully what you were saying. And then we're still talking about First Friday.
Yeah.
There was a whatever the uh whatever the bar is, not directly across the street from the waiting room, but the one that has 250 margaritas all day is someplace that I definitely am gonna hit up in my future. Hello, mister. Hello. I know. I know.
This
You've
one.
hit your hour limit. You're upset. You're upset. I know. I know. Your mother's not paying attention to you. You have you have goobers. Miss you.
Think I've got one picked out. So it'll work. So
It'll
I'll deal
work.
with it. I will deal with it later. Um,
Yeah, no, 1,000%. As long as it's like, because as you said before, if we're in the shade, your phone didn't do the thing, but we didn't also stream for nearly as long.
uh, we streamed for the 30 minutes that it took for the phone to overheat.
Oh, so it did overheat. Okay, got it.
Yeah. At Benson First Friday, it didn't overheat, and we did 30 minutes. And at the uh, the farmers market, it only took 30 minutes for it to overheat. So we
Hmm.
did the same length. It's just one overheated and shut down, and the other one did not. So so that's the thing that ended up happening. So um
Understood. I could not remember details.
yeah, and it'll be July, so it's likely to be warmer out. So even in the shade.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's
So
gonna suck. It's it's why I'm
So yeah, I would definitely want to get the cooler before then. So I'll get
Mhm.
that ordered and I'll see if it works. And if it doesn't work, then get it sent back as soon as possible so that I can try and find one that does work.
If not, we'll figure it out. We'll
If not,
get
then
ice
we,
packs
yeah. If
and literally
not,
put your phone on ice.
yeah. If that doesn't work, then we'll definitely know that we've only got a 30-minute time limit on a live out there.
And that's okay.
Yeah. So.
All
Uh,
right. Well,
all
thanks for
right.
hanging out.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and call it here. And let's see, what are we doing Friday?
Mm, the same thing we do the same thing we do every Friday. Try and take over the world. Uh,
Um,
no. Um, because we're just talked about sustainability. Um, we're kind of in like that medium uh
so-
spot of where we could keep doing merch because we have chickens and we could start putting chickens on everything, or we look into the archives of what we were doing in our first like 8 months and see if anything that we were doing within our first 8 months is something that we need to like update or do anything like that, or we come up with a magical third option that I don't know yet,
Okay.
unless you have it.
Well, do we want to talk like um do just like an artist like talk like as far as like talk about artists that we would love to see like
We can do that.
like
Like, are we talking like our top 6 or are we talking like a top 3?
like what's a lineup that we would love to have
Mhm. Okay. Okay. I can do that. I like this homework. I can do this homework.
like everybody just grab up like who would you love to have come and we'll argue over who should be in a headliner.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. Fucking tier list it, or what is that, bracket? Fucking bracket! Yeah! Amazing. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I know
uh,
what a bracket is, but
like tier listing or bracket, yeah. Um, yeah. We'll just we'll just sit here and be like
see how it goes.
arguing over
Oh
like
my god, I would love that. Yes.
so anyone in the world, who would you love to see come to Omaha or Nebraska in general? So
Mhm.
all right,
We'll
so
swing the let's swing the thing down in Lincoln. We could do it.
great.
The Pinnacle. There we go. I'm like, I know what it's called. I know what it's called. I know what it's called.
Pinnacle Arena,
Fucking Pinnacle Arena.
or or were you talking Memorial Stadium?
Nope, it's across from Memorial Stadium. It's Pinnacle Arena.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
We'll catch
we can
everybody
go
on
now.
Friday.
Yes.